seen or heard hopefully now, Pioneer Masters is coming to Arena, and it's definitely confirmed that we are getting Bring to Light. It was my biggest fear that we were not getting Bring to Light, which was going to make me very mad. So we're just going to tread water with some decks and just see how things go forward. Okay, we're being fed to someone who's way higher than us. Well, either that or we're being given a mercy win. But I'm going to go with that we are being fed because, wow, this hand is something. Alright, mono white. So potentially green white. Oh, mono white humans. Yeah, this could be problematic very quickly here. Particularly if we don't draw something to deal with stuff. Okay, recruitment officer. Another recruitment officer. So there's a Clophis that could gain some life, maybe. We'll see. We'll see. At least, okay. At least our Maelstrom Pulse has some targets here. So let's just immediately go to Maelstrom Pulse. Try to stem some bleeding. If their last card is a protection spell, then I think we've just okay. We still probably die though because we have not drawn any removal against a super aggro deck, and they probably have another Thalia's Lieutenant. No, a Gideon Blackblade. That's a nice inclusion. Okay, gains Vigilance. We die next turn no matter what here, I think. Yeah, wow. I literally had to just scrap a recording from yesterday because I was very negative in the video because I kept just getting the worst hands no matter what I was playing. Like, I was just trying to have fun and getting like completely dunked on, and it seems that curse has followed me to this day. Okay, wait, let's take out Supreme 1 and Clophis, your life gain, but I don't think you do enough here. We'll go down one of these growth spirals. So we need a hand of interaction pretty much immediately here to do something. But yeah, this might be a throwaway game. This guy is diamond, so we're literally the bottom of platinum, or whatever we get above gold, and this guy is like an entire league above us. So it is very reasonable that we are being fed to them to bolster them, I guess. So let's just see where we go here. Oh, it's blue-white humans. Okay, that is absolutely nothing. So we'll just keep killing their stuff as much as we can. So we'll probably have to play this Restless Spire next because we got dunked by having the first. Although that is another spell that does stuff. Okay, play that, and then we'll just Maelstrom Pulse kill it. Like I said, we just keep their board clear. That's literally all you need to do. It's like we hold the line. That's all you need to do. About to make a very nerdy reference there. Okay, so let's play this. Oh, we don't have white. Okay. Oh no, I completely screwed up. Okay. Phooey. I got saved there by some. I got saved there. Good lord. I mean, I knew that was on top of my deck, and I totally didn't completely mess that up. Alright, so here's their fourth land. They play a wedding announcement, so that'll gain in value over time. So let's just get a Dryad Militant down, and I think we're going to have to need to scry here because I literally, yeah, as I suspected, another land was simply on top of the deck. Alright, Alright, let's see what our opponents do here. Coppercoat Vanguard. That's good. Make another token. Wow, more lands game. Are you absolute? You've got to be joking. Okay, we'll just get another green here because I guess whatever. We'll put Yorion into hand. This at least trades with one of their things, whatever they want to give us. So I'm just going to do it again because Lord knows I need to scry something relevant to my deck. Wow. Okay. We attack with the rest of Spire here, trying to just gain something. Let's see what happens. Nothing. Why would they? Okay, I guess they animated thinking it was a +1/+1. We probably die now just because we got lands. Lands, boys and girls. Yeah, 100% trade. I literally do not care for this creature right now. And maybe if we're just getting nothing but lands, yeah, we'll be blessed with a Niv Mizzet. Alright, we get Niv Mizzet Reborn. Okay, those are some good choices. So let's start with the Roaring Furnace here. See if this does any damage when it enters, which I think it will. We'll just hit the Coppercoat Vanguard. Ward is very annoying, and ultimately just giving us some defense here is pretty good. If we can survive a turn, we could go for a Yorion Blink of this and hit a Niv again. Alright, they concede to that. Right, that was slightly better for us. We didn't see any of our sideboard cards, but we did get removal after removal. Alright, sorry, Supreme Verdict. I take it all back. I need you in the deck. You did save us one of our 2 growth spirals here, but honestly, I think I'm going to go down you guys. Or do I just take out the authority? This isn't a haste deck, so I don't think these matter that much. And then I just add in the growth spiral for card. I put 1 in. Try that. We'll run this back like this. So like I said, we need to ultimately have removal or board wipes to just ultimately keep this deck down. Alright, this is removal, 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 and we can cast everything. So yeah, 100% we keep everything. Okay, play our tap land. Then we can play our swamp. We'll see what our opponent plays. They probably have a Thalia because we're in that point of the game right now. Interesting, I did not see a Thalia. So let's just try to play the Furnace. See what happens. Spell Pierce. I'm okay with that. The rest of our hand is still removal. That does actions here. And if they've brought in counter magic to just try and protect singular 1-power creatures, I will 100% accept that. Okay. So first we will immediately Molten Collapse the Adeline. Play another tap land. Then we can play this, then we have double removal. So we just need to hope. Wow, double Mutavault in their top 10 cards both times. That is truly amazing. We probably need to resolve this Lightning Helix. Oh, and they have the Mockingbird. There's a Thoughtful. Okay. Right. Oh, this is perfect. So first things first, let's Lightning Helix you, gain back 3 life. Let's Vanishing Verse you. So there's only a 1/1 coming at us. Now Vanishing Verses won't answer those Mutavaults, but if we can at least draw some action, it would be appreciated, game. Their third Hopeful Initiate. Second Hopeful Initiate, they had a clone for the other Hopeful Initiate. And here come the Mutavaults. Again, double Mutavault might just beat us down because you know, they're allowed to draw 2 of their bombs in their top, but we are not allowed to get anything. Alright, screw that. We're just gonna hit you. And then we're just gonna cycle you, because apparently we're just gonna keep drawing lands forever. Yeah, more lands. Oh, and they drew the Adeline. Yeah, okay. This one is over. There's no way out of this. Nothing we draw off the top here saves us. Yeah, literally everything here, just we die. Yeah, wow. We died to double Mutavault. You gotta love it when every game they get 2 of their 4 top lands in Mutavault. But you know, that was our fed game, so hopefully now we won't be fed. We were trying not to be negative, but... Okay, Arena, we've been fed now. We were given to a guy who was literally in a whole other rank. That would be like giving a bronze player in Street Fighter 6 against a Monster rank. And yes, I know the skill's not as big of a deal in this as it is in fighting games, but good lord. So, can we have a reasonable match? And by reasonable, I mean, can something happen? It truly feels that Pioneer has gone now into a purely aggressive, particularly Explorer, just super quick turbo kill decks, and yeah, I'm thinking that we're gonna struggle against a lot of that. Alright, we can keep this. So first things first, we can play a tap land, pass the turn. I'm hoping that this lightning bolt thing does mean that it is a red deck. Okay, so with that in mind, let's play this tapped and let's play a Dryad Militant just to, because I'm pretty sure this is Phoenix, so we'll have to bait a spell out of them for this. But then hopefully they'll just go straight into casting their Ledger Shredder. Why does Wizards keep printing cards that exile stuff? It's so infuriating. Ledger Shredder? Oh wow, we drew no land, so we'll play another Dryad Militant that will die immediately and nothing will happen. Yep. Because we are not allowed lands. Yep, there's another spell that for some reason exiles the creature because, you know, we needed that. I am... Alright, at least they're also just struggling to get stuff. Just give me anything, game. I would just love any single thing here that I could just do. Alright, fine. We'll just Vanishing Verse that because apparently we can't do anything else. And they're holding a Spell Pierce. Oh yay, a tap land. That makes me so happy. There's the Consider. There's a Phoenix. We need a land. If we don't get a land here, I think we just concede. If they hit multiple Phoenixes, actually, I think we can probably concede. They are just too far ahead at this point. Oh wait, we've got to tick this off. So this is our no land games where nothing will happen. Then we'll get one good game which will force the algorithm to make us think that we should keep playing. Alright. You know what? It's fine. We don't win at this point. We've missed a couple of land drops, and honestly, I think we're being given to a player who's probably close to leveling up. So let's just bring in all of our sideboard cards, which is our entire sideboard, because this match is so atrocious. Well, they have stuff that exiles Edgar, so we get rid of that. We'll get rid of the Clophis. We'll get rid of these growth spirals. We'll get rid of these Dryad Militants. And we'll take out you two and one of these Roaring Furnaces, and then we'll just pass it to... Yeah, so the recording that I discarded, I was super negative. I was making that joke at the beginning that we're being fed, and then it just kept happening. Like, I don't know if Arena was listening to me, but it was like, here's mono red aggro that kills you on turn 2 and gets the leyline draw literally every game. And I was literally just sitting there like, I have nothing for this. What is happening? Alright, let's just do this, not draw any more lands, and then we can call it. Let's see what happens here. Play the Authority, which also hurts their ability to do things like that. Alright, we did draw another land, so at least we're going in the right direction there. We can get a black here, so we can have access to Tyrant Scorn. Prophytic Memory. Okay, so let's play this tapped, then we can pass the turn. See what our opponent goes for here. Free lands, passes the turn. Play this. Again, we just pass the turn back. Alright, on their turn, they get up to 4 mana. They play an Arclight, so we will immediately Helix that to exile it. Crack this for a black. We don't draw anything, so we just pass it back. But we do have hard counter to anything they play that might answer the ley line. We also have Scorn to maybe bounce something if we need it. We'll let that go. On our turn, we can go Ancient Cornucopia. Then we can Roaring Furnace, kill the Phoenix. On our turn, I guess then we just play another Ancient Cornucopia, gain some more life, and we'll just pass the turn. We'll play a land tapped, and then we'll pass. We want to hold up this veto. So eventually 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, we will have enough to do it. So here we will go, we'll unlock the door. Why would you do that, you dumb game? I needed the veto. The auto tapper in this is so effing stupid. It literally tapped to keep up a Tyrant Scorn. The veto answers. Oh, I am so mad. You have no idea. Okay, so we couldn't have countered the Phoenix anyway. Let's just then bounce that to your hand. gain some life. Right, so we play this tapped. We'll then play the Niv Reborn, gain 10 life. They probably have ways to kill it in their deck, in their hand, I mean. But this should do it. Let's just, you know what, in fact, we're gonna hold. We have no maximum hand size because of the room. Duh. Why am I thinking I gotta panic and get rid of this? Let's see what they go for on their turn. If they want to try and kill Niv, it'd be interesting. Lightning Axe, discarding a card, yep. Let's see what their next option is. They're going to try and do it again. Torch the tower. So let's make you use another spell here. So ultimately you have to commit 4 cards here to kill my Niv, which you don't. Interesting. I'm in no rush to replay Niv, so let's just Vanishing versus Prophetic Memory. Then we can just play another Ancient Cornucopia to gain more life. Then we can pass holding up double veto. Yeah, no. Dovin's veto. So we will counter, cannot be countered, counter your Treasure Cruise. It's always fun when Treasure Cruise decks don't get to actually do their thing. Alright, we can shock in here. We'll replay Niv Mizzet, gain another 15 life.
Reload!
And we have another slew of cards which also answer and protect our Niv if we want it. We can draw a card on our end step. Pass it back. 69, nice. Okay. We have another veto to protect. Cool, I'm gonna veto that as well. Gain 6 life for casting that. Alright, play a land. Move to combat, attack in. We are on 48, so let's just play a Sauna, which will give us a second card draw in the end step. One thing I was very guilty of in the previous video, not the one here, but the one that I posted, I kept saying let's do this, let's do that, instead of, you know, actually talking about what I was going to do. So that's what I'm going to make the indifference to change here. So we'll go, they play a Crackling Drake, which is a big boy. However, we have multiple ways to kill stuff. Okay, excellent. So we're on 80 life. Move to our turn. We'll play another land. We'll unlock this room, which will do 11 damage from the Roaring Furnace to the Crackling Drake. Then we can Vanishing verse the Arclight Phoenix. And we can gain 6 life from that. We might actually hit 100 here. And then let's just play another ley line just for the sake of protecting in case they find a way to bounce our ley line. Alright, then we can move to our end step, draw 2 cards off the Steaming Sauna. We draw another Authority of the Council. They can't block, so they have to destroy Niv this turn. If they don't, we kind of just win. So there's the Young Pyromancer. So we're seeing their sideboard plan now. I honestly wouldn't have played the Young Pyromancer. I think it would have been better if you just held back that information, because now I know what your sideboard plan is in general. I'm going to Lightning Helix you, gain nearly 100 life. Wow. We'll go straight to combat here. We won't milk it out. Okay, that was a good hand of having everything we needed. Alright, so we know young pyromancers are coming in, so Clarions definitely need to come in. They have the Drake, so the Molten Collapses are good. The Vanishing Wisps not so much, but they answer a lot. Veto was very powerful when hitting the right spells. The Roaring Furnaces were good. Honestly, I think maybe I've got to get rid of this Mystical Dispute because we weren't drawing it. It's not hittable off Niv. Probably one of the Ancient Cornucopias. They are great, but they're kind of a win more in this matchup. Like, if we don't shut their game plan down, we could just be in for... They will probably outgrind us with the ability to just make huge creatures and bring stuff back. Okay. This hand is honestly... Alright, we got a mulligan. Oh my god, that's terrible. Okay, we got a mulligan to 5. Oh no, it's so bad. Okay, we gotta get rid of you and probably get rid of you. Oh, this is so bad that we had to go down to 5 and we don't have any of our sideboard cards. Alright, we gotta play a land and pass it back. Let's hope it goes for a turn 2 Ledger Shredder. They don't. Okay, so let's play a Hinterland Harbor and we can pass it back. We can hold up a Dovin's Veto for anything problematic. Right, immediately, no mill. No mill for you. Let's slow their game plan down. Right, free mana. And they pass it back. Alright, we should play this Triome. That will give us all of our land types and then we can pass it back to them. Hoping they go for just a Phoenix play here. Okay, they don't. Interesting. We don't have another... Alright, we'll play a tapped Restless Spire and then we'll pass it back. The hand could all be counter spells and bounce spells. Prophetic Memory comes out, which draws them a card. Okay, let's shock in. Grab. Do we grab your own? No, I think we pass. This is very frustrating for me because I really want to get down the Steaming Sauna to start triggering draw cards, but I'm 100% sure they're holding Spell Pierce in their hand. So I need to bait that out by attempting to kill whatever they play, which they don't. Okay, so let's Helix them in the end step. Interesting. Alright, we got a 6 land here. I think we got to pass. I'm not playing this Furnace into a counterspell as much as they probably want me to. Okay, there's young Pyromancer. We can now play the removal half of the Furnace and then veto their counter spell that they're going to try to use here. So then we veto their counter spell. Do they have another counter spell? They don't. Interesting. We'll kill young Pyromancer. Then we can just pass it back. Guess is they now going to try for the Phoenix? Or are they going to go all in on this big? got a Crackling Drake. Okay. And they have a land there. Alright, that's going to be a problem. No, don't auto-pay like that, you dumb game. Actually, I think the better option here is to play a Steaming Sauna on a separate one while we can. We could just literally die here to this Crackling Drake before we get anything resolved. So we can at least have uncounterable removal. Okay. Resolving that Niv would be huge. Let's hope they spend the turn dumping stuff into the graveyard to try to make the Crackling Drake huge. Okay. They have a second Crackling Drake, which is bad. Alright, we need to find that Supreme Verdict. And we need to find it soon. Oh, they put it on there? Interesting. Okay, I'll just shock this in. We'll try for the Niv. Please tell me we can resolve this. No, they had the counter. Oh, they've probably won from that. That literally probably just wins them the whole game. Oh no. Yeah. Saddest fact about it, that we just now die. Yeah, two more. Yeah, we're just dead. We don't even need to do it. They just had the perfect hand. So, 2 games. We've fed 2 people now, Wizards. So, this is my prediction for the next game before it opens. They will give us an amazing match that will make us feel so amazing that we'll want to keep playing. It's going to be our 3rd strike now. So, for those who don't know, my theory is that the shuffled player on this thing for the rank queue isn't entirely random. And my reasoning for that is I don't have any code, feeling, or other stuff. But a lot of my friends and I have noticed that once you've lost a couple of games, oh look, someone significantly lower ranked than us. Let's see what happens here. Oh look, an amazingly good opening hand with a spread of spells that can answer pretty much anything the opponent could have. Well, let's see what happens. And they play a turn 1 tap land. So we'll just drop this land to hold it back. So it looks like green-black, so probably green-black sacrifice. There's the Fortsies, so we're getting Fortsiesed. Probably going to take Leyline Binding. Oh, they take one of our Ancient Cornucopias. Interesting. Shock in second Duress. Okay. They take the next Ancient Cornucopia. They do. Interesting. Clearly they have no care for whatever. They don't want us gaining life, I guess. Interesting. This looks like it's going to be Junsack. Alright, so then we'll just play this card, crack it for a blue, then we have all 5 of our colours. And we have a free Leyline Binding if we need it. So let's just see what our opponent is up to. Fourth mana, there's a Croxer. How do I wish to respond to this Croxer? So this appears to be like a discard style deck. Okay. We'll get rid of the Helix that they know about. Then we'll let that Croxer die. In step, let's hit the Growth Spiral. Of course, we fought Seas and get a card back immediately. Play another land and pass it back. I guess maybe our opponent is just... Right, there's the Fable, so let's immediately Vanishing versus the Fable. Then let's bring Yorion into hand. Lightning Helix, the Goblin. See what happens. Let's put another land in. And pass. Oh, we got Edgar. Edgar's a good shout. Let's see how Edgar responds here. Okay, interesting. They clearly have something, but are clearly not taking action on it. So let's just get in and hit them for 4. Then we can play... In fact, we're not going to play another land. We'll hold the land back. Our opponent seems to be a very heavy discard deck. Okay. Edgar dies and transforms. On their turn, we'll just make another one of these. Move to combat again. We'll just pass through here. Blooming Marsh. They're getting a lot of lands. Okay, end step, we'll just cycle this land because we can. Finds us another land because, of course, it does. So let's play a Dryad Militant, and then we'll play our Yorion. So when Yorion enters, they go for the cut down. Yeah, that's still going to be eggs. Oh, we'll blink Edgar. Move to the end step, punch them. They still need another card to get their Croxer back, and we can actually leyline binding the Croxer, so it's not the worst. Okay, there's a Molten Collapse. So now they're gonna 5 mana get their thing back. Okay. Cool, I'll just drop this Maelstrom Pulse. Then I'll just leyline binding. I will just take your Croxer. Hit the opponent for 8. Put them down to 3. Pass it back. See what they do on their turn. Interesting, so we're on game 3 and we're having a really good game. Okay. And there's a Liliana. Oh no, we have to sack one of our little tokens. Okay, on our turn, we will just leyline binding. Yeah. They were getting hit on there. So this is traditional Jund, eh? Guess we run it back. Probably Dryad Militant needs to come out, if I'm honest. But yeah, so interesting, isn't it? You get 2 rough games, and then they reward you with a relatively straightforward game to encourage you to keep playing. I don't know if it's like that in the best of 1, but that's definitely how it feels in best of 3. And that honestly is kind of annoying to me because I think that that's really detrimental to the game. Like, I would just rather take longer to matchmake and just throw me against any random dude in the queue. Like, that's one of the things I always respected about leagues on Modo, is that you were genuinely the Wild West of whoever you could be up against. We can't mulligan against the Fortsies deck, so we're just gonna have to take it. Right, so let's start with the Zatara Triome. We can at least have a Tyrant Scorn ready. Okay, that actually helps us out a lot. So play Zigatrid Triome. Probably should have played the Fable actually. Ooh, that was a bad move on my part. Never not punished. So let's play the Fabled Passage and pass back. What are our opponent moving towards, I wonder? Bloodtide Harvester, so we'll just crack this for white. Okay, yep. Move to the end step. End step, we'll just immediately kill this, because we don't want to take any damage off it. Then we can let's shock in play this Dryad Militant. That should at least draw the removal out of their hand. I'm pretty sure they're just a Jund deck, so they're just gonna like cut this down in the end step. Oh, they didn't. I wonder if they're just going to flash in a Shieldred then. We have 3 things that kill a Shieldred. Alright, there's a Liliana of the Veil. -2 to kill Lily, so we'll just Vanishing Verse Lily while she's on. Yep, we can lose a Dryad Militant. Ooh, that's a good one. Alright, let's play this untapped. And then let's play out the Steaming Sauna. Move to Soon Prop Decay. Oh no, Tear Asunder. Alright, that was clearly for a Leyline Binding, which thankfully we didn't have. Alright, they discard a land to draw. They put a Fable down. Fable is a bit annoying. So let's Leyline Binding. Take out the Fable, so they can't draw or discard cards. Play a land, and we'll pass. You know what? Let's just Molten this, and then we can pass the turn. So we need a big draw here. Oh, they had another one. Of course they did. Alright. Can we find anything relevant that isn't lands? Apparently we can't. Alright, we'll put Yorion into hand because they're going to draw 2 Thoughtseizes here. Yep, there's 2 lands gone, so 2 Thoughtseizes coming up. There's a treasure to hit us for the Fable. It is still disgusting to me that... Oh yeah, there's a Shieldred. Yeah, we've lost this one. This one is clearly the game where they get to feel better. Now let's see if my theory about Game 3 comes true. So, we go back into it, and let's see if we get completely dunked on. Or let's see if maybe we just get given a really good game just to make us want to stay and keep playing. You know what? We can laugh and keep this. Let's see if the game wants to play ball here with us. They're probably going to have like 4 Thoughtseizes in their opening 7. There's Thoughtseize number 1. Would be great if we could draw, you know, the name of the deck, Niv Reborn. Play this tapped, get 4 seized again on turn 2, ladies and gentlemen. Can we have it? Is it gonna happen? Will we see the fabled turn 2 40s? Oh my god, we didn't. Alright, well, we'll just play this Ancient Cornucopia, see what they do on their turn. Land into Fable. Okay. So let's start with the Sauna. Gain a life. We'll hit this. Then we can Vanishing Verse you. Play a land here. Tapped. Pass it back. See if they want to do anything with their turn. We have all our colours now, so we don't need to worry about anything there. But they still have 7 cards in hand, and we have nothing to show for it. There's the Lily of the Veil. We're probably going to see an uptick. Yep. So we got to discard this, get fort seized. No fort seize. Interesting. Alright, so let's unlock the room. End step, draw a card. Let's see if they keep going for the plus here. What are you going for? Whoa, they got Clophis? That's sick. I actually really like that. Unfortunately, we have to get rid of this land. So they throw away the Croxer. So let's start with a Leyline Binding to gain life and take out their Clophis. Then I think we just pass, go to the end step, draw a card. That's nice. So now we wait for them to plus Liliana before we go for the... Okay. I'm actually gonna fort seize now and take out Lily. Gain 2 life. So we lose our other Fable, lose our other Leyline here. But, oh no, Glisser's a problem. Shit. Well, we're fucked. We've lost, because Glisser's just gonna win him the game. Okay, let's loop. And there's more lands, because we need lands. Because, you know, we need lands to... Okay, our card advantage is gone. Can we now have... Oh, thank you, my lord. Okay. Let's get a white here. No, hold on. We got plenty of white. Let's get a double red. We got a double green. Alright, we'll just get another blue because there's a lot of blue cards in our deck. Then we'll play Niv Reborn. Gain 5 life. Alright, card advantage, please. Just hit something with the Niv.
Reload.
I don't care if they've got removal for it. Yeah, I don't care. I'm trying to... Alright, that'll do. And then we can Molten Collapse, kill the Glisser. They don't have any card draw. We don't have any way to get back things though, because this Clophis could come down. But they don't draw anything for it. Alright, so play another land, crack it. We'll get another red here. I think we drop this Dryad Militant, gain 2 life, then we pass. They've probably got removal in their hand, which I'm okay with. Alright, there's the land to get back the Clophis. So we need an answer to a Clophis. Okay, so start with the basics. Let's cycle the land. Draws us a Clarion. Growth Spiral. Gain 2 life. Draws us another way to gain life, but no way to actually kill this Clophis. Alright, we're going to get rid of this Ancient Cornucopia because we just literally were given... Oh yes, another Niv. Perfect. Okay, they concede in rage because I guess they're having the bad run now. So yeah, there's the perfect game 3 that Arena will always give you, guys. So that's all you got to do. Lose 2 quick games, Arena will give you a third one because they want you to keep playing.